Prepare to unlock the secrets to crafting a chocolate cake so moist and decadent, it will become your new go-to recipe. Let's begin by combining all our dry ingredients. First, pour the sugar directly into the bowl. For the rest, sifting is best. Add approximately 210 grams of all-purpose flour, followed by 100 grams of unsweetened natural cocoa. Next, include a generous 5-gram teaspoon of baking soda and another 5-gram teaspoon of baking powder. Finally, don't forget about 1.5 grams of salt. This recipe is wonderfully quick and simple. Mix the batter, bake, add the cream, and it's ready to savor. Once everything is thoroughly mixed, create a small well in the center of your dry ingredients. This simple technique helps the wet and dry components combine seamlessly in one bowl. Now, crack in 2 eggs. Room temperature eggs are ideal as they blend more easily and improve the cake's texture. Pour in approximately 120 milliliters of vegetable oil, then add about 240 milliliters of milk. Like the eggs, room temperature milk is preferred, but if yours is cold and you're in a hurry, a good stir will suffice. Begin mixing gently from the center of the bowl, gradually working your way outwards to ensure the wet ingredients fully incorporate with the dry ones. Oh, I almost forgot a crucial detail. Now is the perfect moment to add a splash of vanilla extract. Continue mixing until your batter is perfectly smooth and free of any lumps. This beautiful, consistent texture is exactly what we're aiming for. Before we return to the batter, let's prepare some flavored coffee. Simply pour boiling water over about 5 grams of coffee. Remember, this isn't for drinking just yet, we need it for our recipe. While the coffee brews, it's time to meticulously grease your baking molds. Make sure to cover every nook and cranny to prevent sticking later. Also, don't forget to line the bottom of the molds with parchment paper. This simple step is vital, otherwise, your cakes might decide to make a permanent home in the molds. Now, let's gently pour the prepared coffee into our batter, adding it little by little. This gradual addition helps everything blend smoothly, resulting in an even, uniform batter. Even if the batter looks surprisingly thin, almost like a milkshake, pour in every last drop of coffee. This is precisely the consistency we want. The batter might seem runny, but trust me, the cake will turn out perfectly moist and tender. Finally, divide the batter evenly among your prepared molds. And just like that, they're ready for the oven. Place the molds into your preheated oven. If they don't fit on a single rack, simply stagger them slightly across different levels. In about 30 minutes, that runny milkshake will transform into soft, fluffy cake layers. While the cakes are baking, let's quickly prepare a rich and delectable chocolate cream. Start by whipping approximately 160 milliliters of heavy cream. For the best results, use thoroughly chilled cream in a cold bowl. This helps the cream form stable peaks rapidly. Once the cream begins to thicken, add about 5 grams of sugar. Continue whipping, gradually increasing the mixer speed to medium, until the cream is thick and forms stiff peaks that hold their shape. Be careful not to over-whip, unless you're aiming for butter instead of cream. With our whipped cream ready, let's move on to the chocolate. Finely chop 2 bars of dark chocolate. I recommend using one with at least 70% cocoa for a truly rich flavor. The smaller you chop it, the easier it will melt. Now for the core of our chocolate cream, separate 3 egg yolks from their whites. The yolks are key to a thicker, creamier texture, imparting a rich flavor and a beautiful golden hue. Add about 15 grams of sugar to the yolks and mix until smooth. I prefer a moderately sweet cream, but if you like it sweeter, feel free to add up to 30 or even 45 grams of sugar. Pour another 160 milliliters of 35% fat heavy cream over the yolk and sugar mixture. Stir everything together until well combined, ensuring all sugar crystals dissolve and the yolks are evenly blended into the cream. Place the pan on the stove over medium heat. Stir constantly as the mixture heats to prevent anything from sticking to the bottom and to ensure a smooth consistency. Cook until the mixture thickens, but be careful not to let it boil. Immediately after removing the pot from the stove, add the finely chopped chocolate. It's crucial to do this quickly before the heavy cream mixture cools down. Stir the chocolate into the warm cream mixture, it will melt rapidly, and everything will combine beautifully. The cream might seem a bit gritty at first, but don't worry, it will smooth out as we proceed. Without wasting any time, gently fold the chocolate mixture into the prepared whipped cream. Work swiftly here, you need to combine the cream and assemble the cake immediately, as the cream will firm up and become harder to spread as it sets. Excellent, our rich chocolate cream is now ready. Now, let's return to our baked cake layers. Be sure to let them cool in their molds for about 10 minutes before attempting to remove them, otherwise, they might collapse. After cooling, gently tap the mold to help the cake layers release more easily. This is where the parchment paper truly shines, making the removal process much simpler. Now for the most enjoyable part, spreading the cream. To assemble the cake, I simply used what I had on hand. The only specialized tool I used was a rotating stand, but you can easily maneuver around the cake if you don't have one. Time for the second layer, which also came out effortlessly, thanks to the parchment paper and the greased molds. I know the cream might look a little unusual here, but its taste is absolutely divine. If the cream starts to set and becomes difficult to spread, simply warm it gently in a water bath for a moment, then whip it with a mixer until it's smooth and pliable again. Here's a little trick I love, spinning the cake on the stand while gently carving decorative lines into the surface with the handle of a fork or spoon. It adds such a beautiful, textured finish. And there you have it, the cake is complete. This masterpiece offers the perfect blend of fudgy, moist layers and a smooth, creamy chocolate frosting. It is truly delicious.